You know, a lot of people seem to get it twisted when it comes to confidence. When you watch a lot of these videos on quote-unquote how to be confident, it's always in relation to gaining more social status, your financial status, some sort of physical change, your body language, eye contact, or some crap like that. I mean, it's dumb. If you're not confident, you're not gonna make eye contact with people, and doing that isn't gonna make you more confident. And the whole thing about getting more money, social status, and building your body, dude, you will meet a lot of people with these things that seem to be extremely insecure and extremely uncomfortable with who they are. But bettering yourself in general does foster confidence. But it isn't as simple as getting a haircut and a six-pack and adding some zeros to your bank account or vice versa if you're a girl. Here's what confidence really is, plain and simple. Confidence is really just the capacity to be yourself. And I also think that what dictates success in relation to confidence is your willingness to fail. You know, growing up we're conditioned to fear failure. I don't think many would disagree with this. For example, have you ever wondered why we skip the letter E for grading? The reason why we use A, B, C, D, and then F is purposely to make you fear failure, the letter F. We're scared and programmed to be afraid of that big red letter F. And I think the fear of failure is what keeps people playing safe in life. And again, that's what the elites want. They want a mask at a very low vibration, but with just enough arbitrary knowledge to run the machines and do the paperwork. Yo, I say this all the time. The education system was meant to make people work in factories. Isn't it a coincidence how all these things line up perfectly? And again, this is what makes people not want to take risks and stay in comfort zones. Why people choose the safe path or structure. That's why a lot of people who work 9 to 5s are discontent or depressed despite having stability. A lot of people are afraid to go outside what they were told to do because they were afraid to fail. And that's fine, people are different. Some people need structure and some people don't. But in reality, guess what? We all fail. We fail every day, no matter how small or large that failure. I think the best thing you can do, especially when you're young, is fail. Fail over and over again. That's what parents and teachers and authorities fail to teach nowadays, because most of them don't know shit either. Because I mean, that's how you grow. And when you're young, you have all the room to explore and grow and fail and make mistakes. People are terrified of failing and aren't willing to take risks. You can only grow if you fail, and you can only fail if you go outside your comfort zone. It's common sense. And growth is what again fosters confidence, your ability to be yourself. It all comes full circle. The more you grow as a person socially, professionally, physically, whatever you want to call it, allows you to embrace yourself more as long as you're doing it with earnest intent and integrity. Like getting a six-pack and muscles to get girls isn't confidence. Getting a nice car to impress your friends isn't confidence either. Neither is wearing cologne or a watch, vice versa if you're a girl. That's insecurity. And by the way, money probably doesn't impress people with money. And I know some people define confidence as this unshakable bravado and belief in yourself, but you can only embody that if you fully embrace who you are. Otherwise, you're just putting on a front, and that's not true confidence. And I get the saying, fake it till you make it, and maybe that works for some people, but that's just not my style. Okay, so what are some direct things you can do to build your confidence? Number 1, I say this over and over, stop caring so much about what others think. I understand that this is harder for some people, but you gotta grow out of that at some point. I mean, at least from what I've seen, this is the biggest contributor to taking away confidence and making people insecure. It almost always has to do with other people and how other people perceive them. And I always hate seeing this because it's like, yo, no one else is living your life. These people on your social medias don't matter. The worst thing you can do in life is to be afraid to do something because you're afraid of how other people who don't matter are gonna look at you. Number 2, think about what's important to you. Not to random people on your social medias, not to your friends, not to your distant family, not even to your parents. Thought about it? Okay. Now whatever that thing is that gets you out of bed, that gets you excited about what's to come, that lights a fire in you, whatever it is, weigh that against all the things that you're afraid of. The things that make you shell up and prevent you from going forward. If it's truly important to you, your fears won't even compare. And I don't want to come off too preachy, but at least for me that's what worked. Always go back to what's important to you. Number 3, start saying no more, both literally and figuratively. To be blunt, you gotta grow a backbone, stand up for yourself and what you think is right. And again, this aligns with being yourself. When you stand up for something you believe in, you're embracing more of who you are in the most honest and natural way. And those moments that you do, those moments where you say no, is what truly builds your confidence. And I'm not just talking about saying no to like a hangout you don't want to go to or speaking up when someone's making fun of you. I mean, I guess you can take it that way, but I'm more so talking about saying no to life. When someone or even something about life is pushing down on you, say no. Refuse to just accept things that you don't feel is right, whatever that may be. Again, going back to what's important to you. Having that something is going to give you that backbone no matter how passive you may be. And number 4, understanding perspective and practicing gratitude. This helps you improve as a person more than anything else. Sometimes a change in perspective and a little introspection is all it takes for you to walk with your head up a little bit more. Thank every day, because when you practice perspective and gratitude, anything that's truly insignificant will disappear because it'll mean nothing. Those insignificant things that take from your confidence will slowly fade because your focus is going to be on things that actually matter. That half-empty cup starts becoming half full, and your perspective begins to shift. And you gotta know your limits, which is that you have none. I mean, literally, the only thing you can't do is what you tell yourself you can't. And screw whatever unobtainable goal or success driven by society is in your head. Anyways, hope you guys took something away from that. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, comment, or sub. And with that said, make sure you guys stay true. Talk to you guys real soon. Peace.